Yes, Zaga, Yaga, you know the vibes. Yes, afternoon. I got a little time today. So what I wanted to do is, because I'm in between doing laundry, so I got a little time. I put out a lot of content. I drowned them in the sauce today. Definitely check out all the stuff, if you choose to, if you choose not to, but it's all good. I want to address Punch Drunk today. I seen his video, but it ties into some of the things that I want to address, right? And this is to all the onliners, right? With a voice, a platform. A lot of times, as online boxing personalities, media, whatever you classify yourself in, you see a lot of guys, right, that they claim they have voices because they do views and other things, but yet they be so quick to um sell their integrity, sell out, be a gimmick, be like a character. And the only reason I'm bringing up Punch Drunk because I remember Punch Drunk, right? I still listen to his stuff and watch his stuff, but as far as like a content creator, I kind of like I seen his mentality when if you can recall, I think it was last year sometime when he faked the car injury, but yet um he had everybody in social media, especially the YouTube community, and like they was really concerned. And then to come to find out it was a hoax. Like once when he pulled that stunt, I was like, I already knew the type of he'll sell his soul for fame, for notoriety. You know what I'm saying? To do a move like that, and you don't play with stuff like that, but to each his own, right? But I'll get back to him in a second because he ties in with this because his video, right? But that's all part of their play. Um, the video he did, I'm gonna let you hear his own audio where they're trying to compare what Tiafimo said to what Floyd Mayweather did and say, and there's no comparisons. There's no comparisons, and we're gonna debunk that and break that down. And I'm gonna give it to you raw and uncut, like I could do. That's why I stand the way I stand. Like I don't need to do a view. I don't need to get a like, but I guarantee you I will still be covering fights. It is what it is. See, a lot of channels they can't really give it up like that. You know why? Because they sell their soul. See, one thing about me, I've been had people come at me and tell me to find a gimmick, this, that, like for what? For what? See, especially when they just thought I was trying to be a full-time YouTuber. If I didn't have people that was in the game, um, I don't even think I would be. There's so many other avenues that are more um when it comes to YouTube and like, cause I used to do like basketball things and you know, other than boxing, like when you do I used to do a basketball play by plays the Knicks when they suck, and I would do like thousands and thousands of views on Facebook. So it's like there's other lanes to do that the people actually support. When it comes to boxing, I'm telling you, YouTube content creators, YouTube social media, they don't really support, bro. They don't. They support. It's like the YouTube boxing community is so to me. It's like it reminds me of NYC too, because if you know anything about like where I'm from, New York, it's a whole bunch of crab in the buckets. That's what YouTube is to me too, crab in the buckets. But New York, period, like you have dudes that will try to stab you in the back to get ahead, and it's like especially on the media tip. And it's like, bro, you're not even for what a credential. Um, for what? Like you're going hard for media access. Like most of these dudes that do media, they don't even get paid. They don't even get no money other than their YouTube channel. That's why they be like so thirsty over YouTube. Like, bro, that's no money. Like, what are you doing? Why are you selling your soul? Let me see what shout out to my man Blunts, aka the executive producer. Blunt sends me a lot of content. So when you see me jamming it out, I always give Blunts, I give my man Toby, I give a lot of people they props, man. They help the source to grow. But let's see. Blunt said he sent me something. Let me check it out. Oh, okay. The Bible of boxing. So Blunts, let's see. Blunts be on it, man. Blunts is behind the source, behind the scenes. Yeah, I seen that. I'm not gonna touch that yet, Blunts. Shout out to E Thriller, the Black Picasso too. He posted that. Yo, listen, man. They're like reaching with this. Hopefully it is. I'm not giving it no life because you know why I'm not giving it no life, Blunts. If that was the case, they should have been announced it. I know when we're fighting. I know when I say we fighting, I'm talking about jihad. I just don't speak on it, but I've been new. If this is the case, like this is a big fight. Why are they playing around with it? But that's neither here nor there. But hopefully that does unfold. That does happen. You know, that'll be great because it should. They should do it because if they keep playing around, right? Right now, it's momentum built up, right? It's momentum built up from what Tank and Ryan did, and I don't even think they're going to even come close to those numbers, just to be honest, because the genre and the demographic that talks about this fight a lot don't really support boxing. It is what it is. The reason why I think Tank and Ryan was able to do what they did because the demographic, the younger generation, the TikTokers, the social media YouTubers that they got to get behind that, they supported it. Um, Spence Crawford, I just, it is what it is, man. We just have to wait to see though. But let me get to my man, the punch drunk dude, right? He really tried to flip the narrative, like try to make it seem on some Tiafimo feels, Tio feels slighted because of what is going on and he feels underappreciated. Basically, and I'm gonna break all that down. Like you wanted to be a pay-per-view star, okay? You're still young, you still can, right? Um, you're kind of in your feelings because Devin Haney and Lomachenko is fighting pay-per-view, and you and Lomo didn't fight pay-per-view. But you got to take into consideration the reason why you didn't fight pay-per-view. It had nothing to do with you or Lomo. It had everything to do with the climate of the culture at the time. It was the bubble. America, the world was basically shut down. But you did do crazy numbers. I remember we was on that card. You did like 4.2 million, I think, views on ESPN. That was good, man. Eventually you would have got there. But to say, and this is Punch Drunk too, I'm gonna play the audio. To say that the black fighters are privileged now, knock it off, man. Like you dudes are reaching with that, man. Reaching, reaching. And I don't like me personally, I don't like to play the race thing because when it comes to boxing, the only color that matters is green. If you know, you know. See, a lot of y'all don't know that, you know. The only color that really matters is green. And maybe part of the reason why you're fighting in the Hula Theater is because they don't think you can sell tickets. Let's get to that respectfully. Maybe that's the reason why you're fighting in the Hula Theater. They don't think you can sell tickets because you just came off of a card in the big garden. How full was it? How full was it? How can you take that into the room, please? I told you. Can you take that into the room, please? Thank you. Can you take that into the room? No, no, take it into the room, please. No, 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 Narina. Yeah, so maybe that could be part of the reason too why you're fighting at the Hula Theater. Because like I said, Josh Taylor is not an American. Josh Taylor will probably have people, but you know, the big garden is big. It's big. It's, you know, that's where the Knicks play at, man. You know, but your car should be packed that weekend. You know, Puerto Rican Day parade and all that. I think it's the following week. You got a heavy Puerto Rican card as far as Xander and some others. So the Hula should be rocking, you know? It should be rocking. But let me get to this audio, man. These dudes, man. Listen, you guys gotta stop this, man. Stop the madness, you know? Stop the madness, man. But this is what you when you're a gimmick, when you are a boxing gimmick character, this is the stuff you got to do. Because this is the dude. His claim to fame used to be like the drunk content creator. That's how I always remembered him. And then he had that unfortunate fake accident. It was like, dude, like when he did that, I was like, yo, this guy's like, what would you do for a Klondike bar? You feel me? Like, man, is that serious, my guy? It is that serious. So anytime a person like that, right? Then they try to get like on a serious tip. It's like, bro, I can't. Yeah, integrity. You showed me like your soul, bro. You do you. It's nothing solid. 10 toes down. You know, you fake a, like a serious fatal type injury. You had content creators talking about the hair goes right here. Mr. Ooh, shot himself. Now, of course, a lot of people saw shout out to Ron in the building. Had with Keeper Lopez several days ago, and his comments, in reference to him feeling undervalued and feel like, you know what, Top Rank can keep the black fighters, and my fight with John Tate will be my last fight, and I go by my merry way and go to where somebody's gonna value me, basically, right? Some people maybe say that he said it out of anger. Some people understand what he's trying to say. Some people feel like the way that he said it was distasteful. Put it that way. Nah, what he did, he's gimmicked out, and he's playing the game right because now he's using a gimmicky platform to play it out. Let's continue on. But let me tell you, let me give you an example of what Tiffany Lopez meant by his comment that people are talking about, right? He feel undervalued, right? And we all feel sometimes undervalued, maybe on respective jobs and things of that nature. We all felt like that, you know, or maybe some of us have felt like that. But he felt what Floyd Mayweather felt when Floyd Mayweather was. Let's stop it again. Pay attention. You see whose name they're bringing in? This is all part of the big scheme. See how I'm gonna slow it down and give it to you real raw and uncut. Why is he bringing Floyd into the picture? This has the comparisons don't even add up. Number one, Floyd was Floyd when Floyd was on that type of time. That type of time is still going on what is going on now. But Floyd didn't throw a whole um race, so to say, under the bus. What Floyd did at the time, Floyd felt that on when he was on Top Rank at the time, that he should have been a pay-per-view fighter, right? He felt that a fight at the time should have been a pay-per-view fight, which they did not do. But Floyd did not say, uh, you know, go and promote all the Spanish fighters. Floyd stated what he wanted to state, that his fight should be pay per view. Tiafimo did not do that, you know. And shout out to Punch for trying to create the narrative, but over here we're not. letting that fly. I'm calling gimmicks. I'm calling boxing characters out. That's what you are, brother. You are a boxing character. You are a boxing media personality character. Let's continue on.
Was with Top Rank, and the reason why he empowered himself to um buy himself off that contract, and then what I'm saying, make the money that he made, make the choices and control and had control over his career, right? See, Floyd Mayweather felt that when he was a top rank, that he was getting overlooked and overshadowed by the Latin fighters, that they was getting pushed more than him. And he said it in an article years ago. He explained it why he made the move that he made and how he and why he felt the way that he felt. Now, peep this. I'm going to read you the article. I'm going to read you what Floyd Mayweather said, but I'm going to read it like if it was Teofimo Lopez saying, so you can understand what Teofimo Lopez meant to say during my interview. Now,
Let's stop it. You hear this? See, this is why when I have the time, I could just really dissect these dudes, and I could really show you my mentality and where I'm at. This dude really jumped out the building and said what somebody else meant to say. How can you do that unless you are him or he has told you that's what he meant to say? Are y'all following this, man? See, when the source really wants to get in to his journalistic media bag, I can do it for y'all, man. But see, I just this online thing and being media, I graduated, man. I'm a photographer. I'm a photographer. I'm a actual official team member. I do have a title now. Um, but this guy in this video got over 2,000 views. 2,000 views, right? So that's 2,000 people that are deaf, dumb, and blind. That's not even soaking in what this man is telling you, what he's feeding you. But let's continue on.
peep this. I'm going to read it like it's Teofimo Lopez so you can understand that there was some similarities to how Floyd Mayweather feel and how Teofimo Lopez felt, and nobody really had to say things like, and people are saying, "Oh my God, it's racial, it's racist," or things of that nature, which is it's actually BS. But look, I'm gonna read it to like if it was Teofimo Lopez. I think I was just held back. I could have been a bigger, quicker draw if I wasn't held back from pay-per-view by Bob Arum. I feel that my first pay-per-view fight should have been with the Seti Lomachenko. Bob Arum is biased against Latin fighters. He leans toward black fighters and keeps them on pay-per-view. Devin Haney going to be fighting Vasily Lomachenko May 20th pay-per-view.
Stop it again. Keeps them on pay per view. This is Devin Haney's first pay per view. Let me get to the super chat. Appreciate that guy, Modern Kings in the building. $2 donation. Salute to you, my good brother. But are you don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe, man? This dude really tried to flip it, right? This is Devin Haney's first pay per view, and it's a $60 pay per view. It's a $60 pay per view. It's a bargain. It's a bargain, my guy. What are you talking about? You and this might be and I want y'all to catch this. So, and I don't really even rock with Team Haney and them like that. I'll let it be known. They to me they're gimmicks, frauds too with it. They try to send a little gardener slash tomato can cab driver dude and try to front like he wanted it with Jihad, which he really doesn't. That's why we called them out on a bluff. Like, come on, man. You guys do a lot of capping over there. But in Devin Haney's defense, you are stating that pay-per-view. This is gonna probably be one of the biggest arenas Devin Haney fought in the States. In the States. That he's fighting in the MGM Grand. A lot of times he fights in the smaller venues. The two George Cambosa fights, being they was over there in the Aussie lane, he fought in front of mega crowds. But over here, that moniker has been attached to Devin. He doesn't sell. He doesn't fight in the big arena. So this is gonna be his first. Like, come on. But let this guy tell it and let the, you know, content creator character that he's using tell it. They're trying to flip the script. Don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe. Let's continue though.
You know what I'm saying? Las Vegas, Nevada, MGM Grand. Teofimo Lopez Jr. revealed in a recent interview with Punch Drum Boxing. When I first glanced, the comment might seem like another attempt by Teofimo Lopez Jr. to garner attention just weeks prior to his return to the ring. There just be some truth to his claim.
Can't go? Do this to clear out stuck poop.
Yes, let me lower that. I don't want to get no that is the commercial on his joint. But back to what I was saying, right? Um the comparisons, they don't add up, man.
I
See,
get it. Anybody call Floyd Mayweather racist or things of that nature? Did everybody even have a problem with Floyd Mayweather? Maybe back in the day, some people be like, "Come on, man, you just not worth that much," or maybe you think that you better than what you are, or you think that you selling more than what you sell.
yes, keep putting Floyd's name in it because you guys are all trying to come up with, Floyd, you. When I say you, I mean T.O., Tank. We know what you guys are doing. That's why when I did my video, I kind of alluded to that. But to say that, and I'm gonna fast forward it because he's gonna get to talking about how the black fighters, and he's gonna compare Shakur fighting in Newark. Is the reason why Shakur fights in Newark. He sells tickets there. Tiafimo has fought in the Big Garden a couple times. He won his title against Richard Comey in the Big Garden. He just headlined the Big Garden this past December. I was there. I covered it. So that whole narrative that the black fighters are privileged. Devin Haney, this is like I said, MGM Grand Arena. This is probably the first time. Granted, he's only been on Top Rank for 3 fights. But with Matchroom, when he fought with Matchroom and Eddie Hearns, he fought in the Hula Theater, not the Big Garden. I covered that fight. When he fought in Maryland at the MGM Harbor thing where they got down there, that's a smaller type venue. I covered that. He fought there. So this whole black fighters being privileged, no, what you really want to say, but you can't put his name in it, is Tank. You want Tank's spot, but you're trying to use Devin, being that Devin is a top ranked fighter, and you really want to go over there and try to get with Tank because Tank is the money man right now. Everybody wants to be the B side to Tank because that's what all you guys are. I don't care what you thought you felt underappreciated, undervalued with Top Rank. You're gonna feel even more so trying to negotiate against Tank right now. And that goes for Devin, that goes for Lomo, that goes for Shakur, that goes for any of these guys right now, man. Any of these guys, man. I think even if they was just in the same weight class, because there's no way this fight would happen. But it just say Tank and Canelo Alvarez can go to the table for a fight. That is going to be a tough negotiation right now because what Tank just coming off of doing, the numbers, man, the numbers, man. This is a numbers game, and the numbers that Tank did translate to green. And green is the only color that matters when it comes to the suits, the higher ups, and the people that matter. And they, you know what they do? They use the other colors, the race, to manipulate the sheep. Now, I'm not saying everybody is a sheep, but there are more sheeps than wolves. There are massive of sheep herders. You know who the sheep herders are? The programmers, the guys, the YouTubers, the guys that they use to program you. Now you have wolves out here. You have apex predators such as myself, who are free thinkers, who are what they like to call instigators. Um, I use the term from my job, right? Because I'm a union worker, right? As a union worker, when you clash with the higher ups or whatever, you know what you're called a troublemaker, because you question things, or you you put it like this: you break down their bylaws. But let's get to my man saying how the black fighters are privileged now.
But the man feels undervalued, and that's what it is. And when you feel undervalued, you feel frustrated. You're gonna say frustration things. That's what it is. But if he feels like they have put several fighters and whatever race, this is boxing. Everybody always talk about race and boxing, you know what I'm saying? The black fighter versus the Mexican fighters, Puerto Rico versus Mexico, the Irish versus Puerto Rico, you know what I'm saying?
No, I don't. I
It
don't.
sells.
I
Well,
don't.
this gonna sell. Let's see if Devin Haney beats Marcelo Machenko and Tiffany Lopez beats Josh Taylor, and then Haney moves up and then have a showdown. And you could spin that narrative in the ring or the build up to the fight.
Let's
It's just
stop
a
it.
boxing way.
Let's stop it. How? How are you going to spin that narrative? You see how when the source gets at the desk in his bag, how are you going to spin that narrative when this is his last fight with ESPN? Devin is going to be a free agent as well. Where you guys gonna go to have that fight? Number one. Um, Number two, is Devin gonna go back with Matchroom? From what I'm hearing, um, you did like a one-off with Matchroom. You got the bag and ran, and then you also, I think you kind of burnt the bridge over there with Matchroom, and the fact where you said that, I don't want to misquote it, but I know it's something to the point where you felt that Eddie Hearns and them cheated you when you lost to George Gambosis. Oh, you hear my cat? What's up, Sheba? But hey, we gotta wait to see though. But did you just hear how you flipped this script though, and try to make it seem like now those two can fight? How? But let's continue on, man.
At the end of the day, I don't think that Tiffany Lopez said anything wrong. He may, you know, probably, you know, hurt feelings. The good thing about his comment, the way that I take it away, my opinion, his comment is that black people has come a long way
Oh man,
for everybody in this country to have a voice, to voice their value, to
man,
not be silenced.
let's stop it, man. To this day, I gotta quote Wilder, man. To this day. Now, if you listen to this dude, we done came up, man. We done came up, man. Man, we done came up, man. We are the privileged in the sport. Um, no, we're not. This is not football. Shout out to Lamar Jackson and my boy over there in Philly. You see, they are getting a contract. This is not basketball. Um, where those guys are getting a contract. This is boxing we're talking about. Last time I checked, the highest paid fighter in boxing is not a black fighter. I want y'all to catch this source, man. I don't give it to you like this all the time, but sometimes I got to. The last time I checked, the highest paid boxer is not a black fighter. Floyd is no longer active. It is Canelo Alvarez. So what is this guy really talking about when he's saying that the black fighters are privileged and have come up? What is he saying? Let me get to some of these comments, man. I was going and shout out to Ron once again, man. Appreciate the $2 super sticker. Toby says salute Shy in the chat. Team Tucker, you know the vibes. Yes. Uh, catch the MF and body. Thank you, Ron. So it's not good that boxers like Haney and Shakur are building their audience up and gaining notoriety. Evidently not, Ron. Yes. I don't think it's hate. I feel like they're playing the race thing, and Floyd got to him and told him what to do, run with my thing, how I left Top Rank, and you get past Josh Taylor, you and Tank can fight. But we have to wait and see how it plays out. He said that Haney is a boxer and grow to approach the Cambosos fight sold me a little. I consume never a man fan. Shields probably had the best in our fight I witnessed this year. Everything was on the line, greatness or defeat. But this guy, man, it goes into what I said. As an online boxing personality, character, gimmick, um, when you are willing to put out stories and stir stuff up, knowing that you are being duped, used, gimmicky, it's never good, man. It's never good. This guy quoted and said what he said T.O. thought and meant to say. How? Did T.O. tell you this? Or you're just saying this because he used your platform to stir up what people are saying is controversy, if you want to call it that. If you want to call it that. I don't really call it that. I just call it the grand scheme of things, because it's a big scheme behind this whole play, to be honest with you. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. But before I close out, right? Because I'm looking at the time, got to get back to the laundry. I want to say this. I was watching the boxing voice. I like the boxing voice. I seen a caller called in today. Um, Ness had Bill Haney on. Bill was taking calls from the fans. Um, I like what Bill tries to do, but it's not going to work. I'm just going to be honest with him. It's not going to work. See, Bill always tries to get the people behind his cause, right? And tries to make it seem like, um, you know, this is what the people want. He's all about the people. But yet, um, when he goes to the suits and the people aren't in the picture, his whole demeanor, his whole language, his whole conversation changes. You can fool a fan. You can fool a fan. And then you can manipulate certain platforms to run with the narratives for you. But a free thinker, someone whose integrity, name is not for sale or compromise, that can never fly. And today a caller called in and they kind of shook Ness up. And Ness, to me, salute to him and all the success. He kind of went off the edge, right? And he kind of told on himself. When he said to the fan, because that's what it was, he was a fan of his show, a supporter of his show. And he told the man that Like he called him a hater. He did all this, and he said, what he said that raised the red flag. But I always knew this about Ness. He said that he makes a living doing this every single day. So anytime you are making a living doing something, being paid, doing something, you are for sale. Hopefully y'all catching the source. Are y'all catching the source? He is for sale. So if somebody comes to him, this is what I get from that statement when he's told the caller that he makes his living doing this. So if a major corporation comes to him and wants to purchase him, he is for sale because this is how he makes his living. See, guys that do it for the love, right? And there's a saying with this too, and I'm going to start saying it. When you do something for the love, are you doing it pure, with pure intentions? Eventually, you probably will get paid for what you do. But when you do it for the dollar, when you are doing it, and I quote, to make a living, you're making a living off of this, you are for sale. You are for sale. Onliners, content creators, YouTubers, big platforms, been for sale. Um, the reason why the source, it took me a while, but you see, I am rocking and rolling. I just am not rocking and rolling to where you guys think that I'm relevant as far as a content creator YouTuber. Because one thing about my voice, my platform, I can do other things to make a dollar. I don't need to come on um YouTube and discuss boxing or push narratives to get paid. If I have to do that to get paid, what I speak about or come on here and try to express how I'm feeling can never be pure. It can never be what I like to call the source, raw, uncut. Shout out to my man Ron. Like you see, Ron donated the $2. I appreciate that. Um, but I don't never come on here and say refresh the super chat, you know, because I go to work. I do other things. I sell CMOS. I have merchandise. I have the strain for the ganja heads. So it's like I have other avenues to make income. If I have to come on YouTube and voice my thoughts or be a content creator to make a dollar and voice my opinion about boxing and boxing topics, my opinion, my thoughts, my platform is for sale. Hopefully, y'all caught and enjoyed this source. Onliners, YouTubers, content creators, always remember try to stay pure because the longer you are pure, the more value you have in the game. See, a lot of you guys maybe quote unquote think you are bigger than me, think you are larger than some of these smaller platforms. But when I do these shows and work these shows, I see a lot of the smaller platforms with a lot more access, a lot more respectability, a lot more integrity, a lot more dignity, and even a lot more pull. Hopefully y'all caught and enjoyed this sauce. Yo, Ron, man, I appreciate you. Shout out to Big Blunts for dropping me that info. You know, Big Blunts wanted me to jump out there and be like the rest of these channels and report about a so-called fight that's going to take place in July. Um, I'll wait till they announce it officially. I don't get hype off of that because we are fighting in July, and I knew that. So if they know, they should have been knew that if that's the case. You know, if that's the case. Yeah, salute to my brother Stone Bone in the building, man. He said, truck like my guy make hundreds of thousands of racks a year in the truck. They make 2,000 to suit. Man, tell him, man. Stone, tell him, man. That's why they be selling their soul for a narrative, man. For a narrative, man. Yo, they go all out for a narrative, bro. And not for nothing. That 2,000, right? It gets taxed 30%, man. You know, it gets taxed 30%. You know what I'm saying? It's like, listen, if they was to shut my platform down right now, and I could no longer get on YouTube, right? I'm still gonna be able to earn income. A lot of content creators, I don't know if they can say that. I don't know if they can say that, man. I really don't know. And I don't be trying to make it personal, but if I really want to be petty, that's the angle I would come at some of these. Like, you dudes, to me, y'all are panhandlers, man. Y'all are panhandlers. For real. Let them know, man. All that for 1,300, man. 1,300 is not gonna change your life. 1,300 doesn't get you a 401k. 1,300 and shout out to Stone Bone for bringing this up, right? These dudes, right? Yo, check this, right? This is gonna get some guys, man. But hey, it is what it is. Listen, these dudes be having to jump on YouTube sick, right? Um, in hospital beds, right? Granted, if I go to work tomorrow and I trip, well, tomorrow's Saturday. I was supposed to work, get that OT, but they canceled it. But say Monday, I go back to work and I trip exiting out the truck. You know what? I'm still going to be covered. I have Aflac. We have workman's comp. I'll probably even sue and get a lump sum of money. Granted, you guys get hurt on YouTube or hurt outside somewhere. You guys got to still come on here and try to create content, man. You gotta come on here and create content. And I seen content. I was like, yo, when I seen that, I was like, damn, that's the ones I know sold they soul, man. Stole they soul. He said, I still remember that 30th episode. Oh man, sad, man. Sad. He said, you putting in more work with the young, yo, facts of life, man. They didn't see it coming, man. They slept. Yo, you see, that's why I appreciate you, Stone. I wish at the time when I was putting the pieces together and you was at the Crawford fights at MSG and the Hula Theater, I met you, man, in the flesh, man. Because I was there. I was covering those events, just not covering how I cover now. But I was trying to network with different people to find out who's who are the move shakers, who do I need to say, yo, I know this person, I know that person. Man, but look how the universe of God brings peoples together, man. We still connected. We still connected. You know, but salute to you, man, for always. This is another executive producer of the source over here. Whenever you hear me drop, and I gotta like I said today on my IG, I celebrate and cheer for myself very loudly, because if you don't cheer and support yourself and believe in yourself, nobody else will. When I was breaking all of that inside Crawford business that he was gonna go after Charlo and all that, my good brother right here was the tree branch. You know, see, unlike these other dudes that get on here and fabricate, no, I get solid information from solid official people. So when I tell y'all stuff, and then look how it came out that if he couldn't get Earl, he was going to go after Charlo. And that came on my platform. Stone jumped in here and said that months and months ago. And then look, it broke, and it is what it is, man. It is what it is. And shout out to Bernie the boxer, all the good brothers over there, Omar. Keep shining in the building, man. You guys got a strong nucleus. Y'all got a strong young team with the Davis brothers and many of the other younger fighters coming up over there. Lolo Harris, keep marching and building on, man. And that's what we are doing, man. And all we do is one thing about this with the real solid brothers in this industry, in this boxing thing, it's a brotherhood, man. You do got other brothers that are the brothers that will cross you and undermine you. But hey, that's life, man. It just goes back to the old days when we were slaves, and some of the brothers was like, yo, we breaking out. But then you had the brothers that was like, oh, I'm telling master. Oh, yes, we is, Sig Master. So you still got brothers like that. And those type of brothers is the brothers that you can't really build with, man. You got to build with the brothers that are real brothers. Man, see, this just went somewhere else, but it is what it is. But like I said, man, shout out to Stone, man. Stone said, I guess you need to repost the Earl video. You was holding him down in the East. His whole family on the East Coast knows and respects you to this day. That's a fact, man. But you let him tell it. I just knew his uncles. Yeah, I did. I grew up with them. I did a lot with them. It is what it is. But we have moved on. And look how God works, man. Jihad Tucker, 20 years old now, man. I was telling y'all about him since he was a teenager, man. 3 years have went by in the game, man. 3 years, right? But I remember telling y'all about him when he was 15, 16. I was like, yo, man, it's coming, man. Everything that I told y'all unfolded, and it's unfolded, man. But I remember telling y'all, believing, and call me a cheerleader. Call me whatever you want to call me, a wave rider, a cheerleader. No, I knew, I believed. And I'm going to tell you this, right? I bought The Art of Respect many years ago. And I said this, and it happened. You know why it happened? Because I really believed it. I really believed it. I said, yo, when I see things going left with the goof troop over there, I said, yo, I'm gonna get with Jay Prince. I was like, yo, I'm gonna get with Jay Prince. I read his book. I was like, yo, I'm gonna get with Jay Prince. Shout out to Mike Prince, man. Y'all met Mike Prince at a Shakur Stevenson fight back in the day, the first Shakur Stevenson homecoming. Unbeknownst to me that he was Jay Prince's actual family. Had his number. We stayed in contact. We in the gym right before COVID. Shout out to my brother Jihad's father. They was ready to make the move. Shout out to Jamel Herron. Jamel Herron was going to sign us too, man. These are all true stories. I was like, you know what? I got what's the name's number two. Let's see what they talking about. And the rest is history, man. And see, unlike these other dudes, I didn't have to sell my soul. I didn't have to try to undermine nobody. I didn't have to try to backstab nobody, right? And a lot of when this is all going on, I was having people try to assassinate my character as media, as a YouTuber, telling people I'm not solid, I'm not this. As a media dude and at that time, to this day right now, Wilder's voice, I had some of the hottest interviews in the game. But yet they was telling people not to, this, that, and the third. Look how that turned around now. Now, I still got some of the hottest interviews in the game, but I got drops. I just get dropped. When I see a lot of my industry friends, because that's what they are to me, man. I look at a lot of these boxing people that I have come over to meet over the years as friends, industry friends. And they know me. They know me from Jackal Fitness days. But now they be like, sauce, the hot sauce. I get drops. And what do? I throw my drops on my show. Man. I can't wait to link with my guy though right here, man. Stone Bone is a real one. Stone Bone was on the Boxing Voice and put it out there for Jihad. Look at Jihad now. Jihad is a regular on the Boxing Voice, man. Jihad does a lot of big platforms. See, my job is done. I was the media marketing agent. Look, that door is kicked in now, man. Right now, we you know what we doing. We are going after the endorsement deals, and I tell people all the time, man. If you don't have serious business, don't reach out to me, man. And it's respectfully, it's respectfully because that's the type of doors and things that I'm doing now. Like I don't have time to be playing around. Like I look at that's why, and I say this respectfully all the time. Show me your work. Show me your work. If you can show me your work, listen, we do power luncheons, power dinners, and all that good stuff, man. Show me your work, man. Show me your work, man. Y'all was laughing at me when I was saying all that. Cut the check, Everlast, and Rival Box. Did you see those customized Jahad Tucker gloves? Rival, 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 man. Did you see those? Those come on, man. Did you see all that Everlast gear? Did you see those Michelin less, the Michelin special edition Michelin less uh Everlast shoes and all that? Come on, man. This is big business, man. But yeah, y'all just base it off because I don't come on here begging for super chats. I don't come on here saying refresh my super chat. No, for what? I'm not a panhandler, man. I'm a businessman. That's listen, man. If I want to panhandle, like I said, I gotta go get my clothes out the laundry. I'll go up there with a bucket and or something and do some poetry or something and say, yo, you got a donation? You can get more money like that, man. These dudes done took it to an all-time low and get online and do it, man. It's sad. It's sad, man. But salute to everybody that stopped through. Always keep your integrity, man. Always keep your integrity. And I'm telling you, YouTube never was the way and never will be the way, bro. If you really want to grow in life in this boxing thing, get out there active. Touch the ground, get in these gyms, find some talent, develop some talent. Develop some talent. Like, see, y'all gonna be sick in a second because y'all thinking it's Jihad. No, Marley Tucker, $1 million Marley, man. And Marley already told me when y'all see me come through in all kind of exotics, because yeah, I'm gonna still come through, but I might not be around here. But I'm gonna come through in all my exotic toys, the slingshots, all that. Marley already told me. Remember me and Marley was riding up and down Las Vegas strips and 600 Benzes and all that? Yeah, man. That's $1 million Marley, man. Man, listen, it's a lot that's already on the table for him. For him. That's why we just say our prayers and we keep marching and moving forward. Because everything is God's plan, man. Everything is God's plan, man. My man said, please take the boxing. Now I'm gonna wrap it up, man. Yes, he is, man. He said, and the young boy, nice on the mic, answering questions. Yeah, he was groomed, man. That was yo. Listen, Jahad's been groomed, and he's highly intelligent, man. Highly intelligent, man. Highly intelligent, man. Way ahead of his time, man. And he's humble. He's gonna be a real people's champion, man. That's what the game been missing, man. Because a lot of people are standoffish. They get too big. Their heads just get real large. But as long as you have a grounded team and grounded people around you, you'll be all right, man. My man said, shout out to Toby, man. Toby said, Shaw doing poetry. I am, man. My bad, man. My bad. Yeah, shout out to $1 million Marley. Shout out to AJ, man. I don't know if y'all seen it. Yo, and this is no slap at Wilder, right? Yo, Wilder was just at the fights, right? Both like back to back almost. He was at the Caleb Plant fight. They was asking him questions. He acted like he couldn't speak. He didn't know nothing was going on. Yo, AJ told a random UK fighter that he's gonna be fighting Wilder in December. Why Wilder couldn't do that, man? Why Wilder couldn't do that, man? But hopefully Wilder goes on 7-8 show and now he can talk. Or they call him up and get him to talk. Because one thing about the PBC fighters, they be acting like they can't speak. Like they got gag orders. Yo, AJ put it out there. Look, real talk, man. I'm gonna show y'all this, man. AJ put it out there, man. I did the little video on it, man, real quick. I seen that. Like, yo, when the gems come across me, you see how I put the content out for y'all. AJ put it out there ASAP, man. Look what he said. Yo, AJ said it's public record. Yo, this is AJ's words, man. AJ said it's public record. They had Wilder at the fights. Wilder act like it was the CIA or something. Look at this, man.
AJ and Wilder confirmed for December.
Come on, champ.
Living the main man, living life.
Hey, boy, you're gonna be Wilder, though.
That's what's happening. You know what's going
It's in
on.
December. December, yeah?
It's public news, but we're getting it down. We're throwing it down in
Listen, you
December.
better get that W.
God willing. Yeah? And same to you, bro. Make sure you win this shit.
Hope so. It's long overdue. Let's get it.
Yo, did you see what he said? He said it's public news. Yeah, they asked Wilder something similar to that. Man, yo, you would have thought man, we gotta do better, man. Yeah, we gotta do better, man. Shout out to AJ. That's why, AJ gets a hard lacking and all that. But that, look, AJ just gave up the goods. Like, AJ gave up the goods. My man asked him whatever, like what he heard was being rumored. He didn't sidestep it. He said that's what they putting out there in the public. Man, salute to AJ for that, man. But like I said, hopefully the Alphabet Boys, because they tied in with Wilder. They team Wilder, like I'm team Jihad. So maybe they can get the ins and outs, man. Jihad Tucker fight date dropping real soon. If you pay attention to my IG, I've been dropping y'all all kind of clues, all kind of blues clues. But yo, everybody be great. Enjoy your day. Yo, Coach Ring. Coach Ring. Yo, Coach. Yo, come close the show for me, Coach. Coach is in there on her tablet. Hey, yo, Coach. Yo, Coach. Yo, Coach Ring. Oh, look, I call Coach Ring. You hear my dog trying to get in? Daffy's a trip. Now, don't worry, Sheba broke no. I ain't letting that in. Coach Ring. Yo, Coach. Yo, Coach. So you want to go to bed? No, come on, Coach Ring. Come on, Coach. Come on, Coach. They're asking for you. Come on. Come on. Come on, Coach Ring. Come on, Coach. Nasai is hating. Nasai is a hater. Come on, Coach. We see Nasai don't want you to shine. Come close the show out, Ring. Close the show out, man. Say your famous line.
Like, subscribe, and hit that bell. But this time, you should this time you should to these 7 days you should to music this time, because music needs to be some famous too.
Yes. He has his page rocking too. Correct. Thank you a lot, Coach Wayne. Appreciate you. You guys be good. Enjoy your Friday. For those of y'all that's sick, drink responsibly. Jump in the Uber. It's not worth the DWI. I caught one, but I survived it. I just got to share those gems with you. Screw you. You know the vibes. We're going to close out with some nice eye candy. As always, Salute to the beautiful ladies out there.
Hey guys, this is Tiana Tumo-Taylor. I'm a top-ranked knockout, and I want to give a shout-out to Sauce Talk Podcast.
Thank you. You know the vibes. Man, she is a fox. She didn't work the Newark fight, man. But that is Miss Nevada, my girl, always giving me the lovely, lovely drops, man. But salute to her, man. And fight day dropping soon. Shout out to Keyshawn. Look, this is genuine. This was a genuine drop right here. I just edited it up nice.
This is the Sauce Talk with Keyshawn Davis.
The Sauce Talk, okay.
First off,
Yeah, shout out to Keyshawn, of course.
yes, this is Sauce Talk, Showtime Shot News Midi. Say I got the man himself, Mr. Sugar Hill. First off, champ, thank you for your time. This man needs a little introduction.
Sugar Hill on Sauce Talk.
That's right.
Shout out to Sugar, man. The Sugar Man is a solid stand-up dude.
Introducing first out of the blue corner. Another one. He weighed in at 149 pounds. And another one. From Swiss Gold Tram. His record, 23 victories. Only 3 defeats. 1 draw. 12 of those victories coming by way of from San Jose, California. Andy and
Yo, Zaga, Slime Master.
Yo, man, shout out to Sauce Talk, man. We in books and shit now.
Oh man, what's that feeling like, man? First press conference, you walking out, the people are noticing you, saying, "Yo, he's in that book. He's in that book, man." What's that feeling like, man?
You know, it feels good, man. You know, I actually want to get it going for this fight, man. Get it out the way. You know?
Yeah, definitely, man. But yo, just describe that first press conference. You know, 2 days out. You know, you was on the main stage. You know, Q&A. What was that like, man?
It was fire, you know. It was real fire. Shout out Top Rank. Shout out Bob Barron, man. Shout out Sauce Talk. Shout out Jay Prince, man.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, and we here, you know, and we gonna keep going. We gonna keep being here. We gonna keep going up.
Yeah.
No cap.
That's a fact, man.
No cap. And we know we still slamming, man.
Yeah, man.
Still walking down, man. We here.
Man. Prudential Center. You see where it's at, downtown Newark. Shakur Stevenson card. Yo, everybody was talking about my man was in there dapper, man. Yo, you know, got the, what is that, velvet? Got the nice suit on, velour, you know, got the specs on, the shades, styling on them, you know.
Yeah, roll that up for AB.
Yeah, AB, yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely, man. It's a little behind the sword. I was playing, man. I told you I was coming back to the city of Cowboy, Tulsa, Oklahoma, seek and destroy. You know the vibe. Yeehaw!
Hey, this is Coach Larry Wade, IBL Champions. Hey, I train professional boxers, and you with Sauce Talk Podcast. You don't want to miss anything that he puts on here.
Appreciate you, champ. You know the vibe.
Hey guys, this is Tiana Tuimoteloa. I'm a top-ranked knockout, and I want to give a shout-out to Sauce Talk Podcast.
Thank you. You know the vibes.
Like, subscribe, and hit that bell.